Hello there, I'm NOOB, and I am a streamer slash noob gamer who plays a variety of RPG games with dabbling in mostly MMORPG. Today I'm going to be talking about The Lord of the Rings Online, an MMORPG game which I have actually been playing for quite a few months now, and this here is my first main character, aka NOOB, and I am still nowhere near max level. I am 113 out of 140, I believe. But I'm going to be doing a review of The Lord of the Rings Online for noobs that want something relatable. Someone that has played the game for not too long and can tell them what they think of it. Honest reviews. So as an overview, this is a free-to-play online or MMORPG game. At its very core, it's free to play, and you get so much for free. There is a subscription option, a monthly subscription. I don't know off the top of my head the price, but there is a subscription option, and it's just a lot of story. A lot of story with some group content, not much PvP as far as I'm aware, basically non-existent, but a lot of PvE and a lot of story, so you can just solo this all the way through. Now, in terms of the story, you get, if you're familiar with The Lord of the Rings, you get basically all the way up until the destruction of the ring. Now, that's not really a spoiler for anyone that doesn't know The Lord of the Rings. It's pretty obvious to work out, but that's what you get up until. As far as I'm aware, the extra story after that is mostly, I think, additional content that you get free of charge when subscribing, but can unlock through the LOTRO store, if I'm not mistaken, via LOTRO coins. So the story is actually incredible, in my opinion. There's so many different areas, just the map alone. I've just got to Mordor, and then here you have everything. This is still Mordor, blah blah. Mordor, that's all Mordor, and this is just the whole of Middle Earth. So many different places you can go, Eriador, and all these plus signs, extra areas inside. Rohan, Gondor, Mordor, Rivanian, so many different places. The story lasts for ages. I've only just got past the ring, and I've been playing this game for too long. Yeah, so there's so much story to go through that it's definitely worth your time as a free to play. Just focus on story only, you will have tons of content to go through. And this is a very good down to earth game for you. Down to Middle Earth game for you. Plenty of, if you just want to roam through lands, you just do that nice and easy. Chill and just run around. Run around. If you're a bear, you can bear around. If not, you've also got steeds you can ride as well. Now, so the story itself, great. As an MMORPG player, you're normally playing the game for the story. So when it comes to story missions, you get certain missions like this. I am all the way into the Black Book of Mordor. That comes after volume 4. So you get 4 volumes, each volume has like 10 or more books in it, and each of those has separate chapters in it. So I'm in chapter 3.4 of the Black Book of Mordor. So that's level 114 as well, and I'm not even anywhere near max. So for this, it's just so much story you can do, unlock for free. If you want to subscribe, there's loads as well, but if you see all these other things, there are so many missions to go through whilst you're doing the story. So many side quests. Each place you go to has its own individual side quest. If I go all the way back to Eriador, Bree, you get your first kind of section around Bree. You get tons of different quests around here, and each place has its own quest line that you can do alongside the book missions. So you're never really short of content, at least for your first character run through, and it will last you hours upon hours, and there's so much content to go through there. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is customizations in the game. Okay, if you're playing an MMORPG, you want to be able to customize your character. You want to know who you're playing with, you want to change it so that it suits you. Now, I've gone for a Bjorning. this is the current outfit I have on. I wanted a bear hat, bear mask, because even when I'm not in my bear form, I can still be a bear. And you get these nice little variations. So if I go here, cosmetic outfits, that's what you want to check out. And you can change everything here. Head, I don't even know. Waist, feet. And there you go, there's my mask, shoulders, cloak. Okay, let's just get rid of that. Cloak, back here. Breastplate, nice little chunky little piece there. Gloves, legs, and shoes. You can also cosmetically change your weapon, bow, shield, if your character has a shield. And you've got all these different little outfit slots as well. There are tons of different vendors throughout the entirety of Middle-earth that you can actually buy gear from, buy cosmetic items from. Cosmetic items normally appear, ignore how bad my inventory is, they appear as things like this. How my cloak of the Earl Grey is grey, it's a cosmetic item, I can equip it on here and not need it for the rest of the time. You get a lot of items like that via the LOTRO store. You can also just buy the gear from cosmetic vendors. I have not done that because I don't necessarily care too much about how my character looks. I just decided this is what I want it to look like and we're done. And a lot of the gear that drops itself will look good. This is just the equipment I've got on. So random gear that's dropped looks like this. That, in my opinion, is a pretty good look. I would be quite happy with my character running around non-stop looking like this. My only qualm when it comes to character customization comes here. I get no customizations for my bit. Where on earth's that Yorick Berenson? Or however you say his name. Where's those customizations? Where's my armor plates on the shoulders or the back or his arse? Where's all those? I want more. I don't just want to run around as a regular bear and then bam, oh look, now I'm shielded up a bit. Can't get everything you want though. A big part of games like this comes down to the community though. When in terms of things like raids, if you want to do a raid, or if you just want to chat to some random people online, the community for LOTRO is pretty good. Okay, you get things like, well, there's your following, but that's just anyone that's online, I believe. Friends, you can add whoever you want. Oh, he's online. Never mind, that was online a couple of days ago. You get your kinship. Now that's basically whatever kind of game you play, kinship, guild, clan, whatever. It's basically that. You get tons of different people online, and it becomes a great community that can help you out with your missions. Send out a message online and someone will probably say, yeah, I'll help you. Or, yeah, I can tell you what you need. The community on here is great. It's not toxic at all from what I've come across. Just casually watching out for world chat, not really any toxicity at all. You don't have to go into it thinking, oh, I kind of need some help. I'm scared of everyone. Just send a message, someone will help you. Most of the community is very friendly, at least on the server I play. So that is my opinion on it. If I wanted to talk about value, so what you're getting when you're getting the game, like I said, it's free to play. There is a lot of different story and content you can get via free to play. But with a subscription game comes many good subscription benefits. I believe one of the main ones is this. That's Swift Travel. See, all this Swift Travel is only subscriber, I believe. As far as I'm aware, Swift Travel is subscriber only bonuses. And trust me, with the size of these maps, that can get annoying. If you're just looking to lay back, chill, do a couple of other things while you're playing the game maybe, then you'll be fine with just regular travel. But some of the journeys you have to make are so far that the subscriber benefits of Swift Travel are just going to be way too good for you to miss out on. And that depends if you are playing the game a lot. If you're playing it a lot, playing it regularly, you probably will want to subscribe for the time that you're doing as much as you want. You can obviously end the subscription whenever you feel like it, but if you're playing it regularly and you're going to be on it for a while and you know you're going to be on it for a while, I would probably recommend subscribing. There are other benefits, obviously. I'm still a noob. I don't know what they're. Obviously, subscriber town services you see here, get those. Portable shop, vault, storage, wardrobe, blah blah. But you have to refresh that every 2 weeks. That also comes with a subscriber's jug, which I can't see because my inventory is a mess, but that means you don't have to repair your gear. And there's obviously other benefits like getting, I believe you get LOTRO coins for your subscription. So there is a lot to gain from a subscription, but you don't need it. It depends on who you are, how you play, and your temperament as whether or not you can be bothered to wait around for a little longer just to get to your story missions. I suppose if you're just doing the story and story alone and basically ignore most of your side quests, then you can probably get through the story quite quickly, or at a decent enough pace to not have to worry about not being a subscriber and trying to go back and forth. Um, that brings me kind of to my next point. There are some problems with the game. Now, depending on where you go, you will get a lot of lag. You can get a lot of lag in some of the places you go. The game's old. It's an old game. It will take a massive update for them to fix that lag. And it's just not been done yet. You go to certain places, busier places or old places, and you'll get a lot of lag when you're playing the game. That is one of my main problems with the game, the lag that you experience. Other than that, you can play the game quite smoothly, enter some combat, do whatever you want, and there's a lot to it. In terms of actually playing the game, as you'll see here, these are my ability lists. Choose them, change them, however you want on your quick bar. I think I have basically everything chosen. But this is the most important one, tree panel. Tank spec, damage spec, heal spec, or support, whatever. Each character you can choose will have a different tree, different possibilities. Not all of them will have a straight out healer, tank, and DPS. They won't all have that. They will all be able to choose aspects from each side. It's a really good system. You can choose 2 different specs. So I've got my DPS one set up here, basically all red with some blue, some of the tank stuff to try and keep me alive a bit longer. My other one, which I can't yet access because there is a slight cooldown, is mostly a healer with some damage, because 2 different things. I haven't tried the tank on this yet. I might try it at some point. But you get so many different. I'm going to log out and show you just how many different characters there are you can play when it logs out fully. It's a bit scruffed. Man. And then you've got all these different options for the class that you can play after your race. You get a race choice and you get a class choice. Race, man, gets all those. Everything gets all those options. Most of those options. High elf, burglar to warden, all available. It's quite a nice character screen, to be honest. I think changes quite nicely. Dwarf gets everything except Bjorning, burglar, and lawmaster. Stowtax, I believe, is only available to subscribers or people that have unlocked it via the store. Again, they can't be Bjornings or lawmasters, but they do get burglars. I don't really know the difference between a dwarf and a Stowtax. Beats me. Hobbit, everything except Bjorning, captain, and runekeeper. Nice bunch of different options there. Elf is very similar. No captain or Bjorning. And then here we have the Bjorning. The only one that can actually be a Bjorning, but can't be anything else. Which makes sense. It's a Bjorning race. It's bound to be the same class. That's just the character creation screen. You've got different movies for each one, and each individual character will have the same 3 lines of choice. Not all out and out tank, heal, or damage, but you get the gist. If I were to sum this, okay, whoops, I did not realize I put this on my stat X, but anyway, here's my stat X. I've not really played it much. I've only got those two characters, 22 and 113. Max level's 140, so I'm still quite far away from that. Which I think puts me in a good position to overall review this game for you. If you are a casual player, just wants some good story, mindlessly run through some random nice areas, play this game. If you like Lord of the Rings, play this game. The story is great. There's so much to the game. You can play it for free, run around in your spare time, do the missions here and there. Perfect. I've not been lucky enough to do the endgame content, the raids and all that stuff. I've not been lucky enough to do those yet. As you can see, look, it's nighttime. It's nighttime here. There are tons of different events, anniversary event. You get events basically all year round that you can do if you've played the game so much that all you have to do left are the events. There's always something to do. Tons of crafting, tons of different random stuff. It's a great game for casual players. It is a serious grind if you want to become an end game player. It's a very serious grind. 140 levels. I don't know any of the gear. I've been playing for months and I'm still not close. It's fun, but it's tough. If you want to become an end game player, it will take you a long time to get there. Just how it is. Now, it is still a very good, enjoyable game. Like I said, it's much more suited to casual people. So if you're a casual RPG player, MMORPG player, I would recommend it. If you're a LOTRO fan, I would recommend it. Well, LOTRO, I mean Lord of the Rings fan, I would definitely recommend it. Give it a go. On my honest review, it's a fun story-based game that you can have so much fun with, just running around doing whatever you want. And I've ignored all the guides so far, and I've gotten fine because the guides are overrated. Especially when you're doing solo content, you do not need guides. So there is my new review. If I wanted to give this different, like if I wanted to grade this, it would be like, I don't know, it would be an 8 or 9 for story. As an overall game, probably about a 7, in my opinion. But for those story-based lovers out there, I'd solidly give it an 8.5. I said 8 or 9, so I'd give it an 8.5 for story. We know the story. It's Lord of the Rings. We do know the story, but there's so much more to it. So that's my honest review. Ask me any questions you want in the comments section. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so ask away. I will try and answer them. If not, I might refer you to someone that might know the answer. But thanks for watching my review, and I'll catch you around.